I'm making and decorating a red velvet cake with cream cheese frosting. This is a custom cake that I don't normally make because most of my products are chiffon cakes with whipped cream frosting. I really like cream cheese frosting though, and it goes well with this type of cake. I've learned how to bake from my mother, who had gone to culinary school in Hong Kong before coming to the US. Her background is actually in textiles, but she had to figure out a way to make a living after moving here, and that's why she went to cooking school. My parents owned their own restaurant business since the early 90s and only recently retired. They served their local community and had many regular customers. They worked long hours every day. I grew up in the restaurant and was often there until late in the evening, maybe around 11 p.m. or so. For decades, we took 2 days off each year, and it wasn't until nearly 30 years later they decided they would close 1 day a week. This is what they chose to do, and they worked very hard at it. When social media grew in the 2000s and sites like Yelp were popular, I helped my parents take ownership of their accounts and respond to the reviews. Now I know there's legitimate reason for disliking something, but I really hated Yelp and Google reviews. We got a lot of positive feedback, support, and encouragement from our community, but you as a restaurant owner do not have a choice in whether your business will be showcased on these platforms. Back then, everyone was a food critic. It was the precursor to the influencer culture you find today on YouTube and Instagram. Whether or not you like a service or a product can be so subjective. And what happened is that those critics had so much power through those platforms that they were able to affect small businesses. When you want to watch a movie, do the reviews have much impact on whether or not you shell out money or invest time in it? The reality is, some people find movies that I enjoy to be boring. Not every decision should be reduced to a 5-star rating or a ratio. But when I'm faced with negative criticism, someone told me, pray for the truth in it, no matter the motivation of the critic. I think also about the people that are truly worthy of admiration. They are often people who are or would be criticized in our current culture because they don't blindly follow the whims of society. I look at my heroes and I think perhaps I'm in good company, even if I only receive a little rejection for something way less significant. Speaking of social media, we live in a time that though information is more readily accessible with communication technology and the internet, we haven't the ability to analyze it logically and through the lens of truth because we've absurdly and hypocritically rejected the idea of anything absolute. We don't know what to do with the information now that we receive. And there you go. Happy Valentine's Day.